Hello, this is BJ from Hearns Hobbies, and today I'm going to be looking inside the new Dorawing LOCKHEED Vega 5B. So this is quite a famous aircraft because this is the plane that Amelia Earhart used to do her record flight around the world. So let's get it open and have a look at all the bits. So it's in 48 scale, it's a decent size. Now Dorawings do quite a few of these civil aircraft, which are very interesting. So I'm just going to hold up the bits. So we've got the fuselage halves here. And you notice that they are quite smooth because the finish was quite smooth. Okay, so that's the exterior. And then interior, you see a little bit of ribbing as well. So you've got your optional door that can be left open or closed. And then inside the cockpit area here, you can just see a few of the little extra details for dials and such. Okay, so there's a fuselage. And then here we have the engine. Now you see there's quite a few intricate details with the engine. You've got the push rods, which go up to the front here. I guess that'll be part of the prop driver. And then you've got the mounts here. You've got the prop, of course. So multiple pieces that give a lot of depth to the engine itself. The engine is quite a large feature of this particular aircraft. Huge radial out the front. So it does have a cowling, but the cowling does leave the front still open. So that's that part there. Okay, here you've got the cowling. So you've got the two halves of the cowling here. The front of the cowling. And then you've got the exhaust stacks around here. I think they're exhaust stacks. These look like exhaust stacks too. You can see how fine some of these piping is. Across here you've got the ends of exhaust. And these finer parts here. Okay, in the front of the cowl. Okay, so this part here we have the interior. So you've got bulkheads, parts of the cockpit, the rear tail wheel here. Oh, there's the undercarriage parts here, and there's the actual wheel there. Some of the parts are quite intricate, very nicely moulded. Parts of the wool pant area there. Then over here we have, this would be elevator and rudder parts. So you can see how they've been separated. So you have these set in a particular angle. Makes it look more natural. On this side too. Okay, and then we've got the larger wheel pants here, which is quite a feature. So the wheel pants, you've got left and right sections here, and the main undercarriage. You've got the struts for all that as well. So if you just look back on the box lot top, so this is just this wheel pant here. Quite unique. It's a very nice looking plane, being all red as well. So almost looks like a sports car in effect. I guess they were a sports plane. So you've got the wings here. So we've got the upper section. So this is a cutout to as part of the cockpit windscreen. And then you can see the aileron, these are separate parts as well. I mean, a lot of basic kits would have this all molded in one in a set position, but this one you can actually have them down in a resting position. So that's the top of the wing, like there, and then the bottoms of the wings are on this sprue here. So they split because you've got the cockpit in the center there, and then you've got your sections for your ailerons, and there are two pieces there. Okay, so they're your main components, and then we'll get into little finer bits. So you've got a large sheet of clear parts. Pull it out of plastic so it's easy to see. And see how fine the framing is around the cockpit areas. And then around the doors, so the doors are actually clear so that you don't have to have a separate clear part for the window. That helps by reducing gaps, because quite often when you're trying to put the clear into there, you have a big gap. You just have to paint that red to match the rest of the aircraft. You've got the sides here of the cockpit as well. And then you've got various headlamps and also the navigation lights. So that's there. And then you've got some really nice decals. So decals are good in that you see the gold, which is an accent along the red, very nicely printed in a metallic gold. I mean, you couldn't really mask that. I mean, you could try. It'd be very hard pressed to get that very fine black pinstripe along that gold. Okay, and then on the back, you see there's the photo etch. So you've got photo etch seat belts and the instrument panel. And then this grey part is a pre-cut window mask. Now it's definitely going to help because with windows on these, you're going to need a lot of masks. Okay, so that's up there. And then of course you've got the manual to finish off. Okay, so manual's good in that it gives a variety of different codes for different brands. And they're all very popular brands. I mean, you've got Mr. Hobby, Tamiya, MiG is available somewhat. Hataka is a very European brand, but I mean they're missing most of those colours. And there's also AK, the real colour range. So you'll be able to find those around quite easily. And then as we open it up, so you get your parts list here. So it's very easy to check all your sprues. That gives a better idea of what all the pre-cut masks are going to look like. And then it's all step-by-step construction from CAD drawings. So it's very clear. You've got all these letters here, which correspond to a color code, which is pretty standard amongst a lot of brands. And then you're doing the engine to start with. You get your cockpit components. Cowling goes around. Go to the next page. Start doing the wheel pants for the main undercarriage. Detailing each side of the fuselage halves. And over here is placing the cockpit and passenger area detail, the bulkheads, the door. Get into the control surfaces. You've got your rudder and your elevators, and fitting onto the elevators on an angle, if you like. Doing the main wings, and that's the headlamps and covers, and then the ailerons here. That's putting all those main sub-assemblies together. So there's a wing, the fuselage, the engine that you completed earlier, and then that's all put together with all the finer details before all the glass is put in place. And then finally it's the main undercarriage, as fitted with all the struts, and then your colour guide. So very simple paint, but quite striking with all the pinstripes, particularly the gold. And I think I'll probably give this one a go at some time in the future. So look out for some build logs, I guess. So that's the open box review of the LOCKHEED Vega 5B of Amelia Earhart. So all of the Dorawings models are very nice. So this one's particularly nice. It's one of the newer ones. And we have those in stock now. So thanks for watching.